And hi again, I'm Dylan Black. Welcome to another action-packed episode of Daytime Ottawa right here on Rogers TV, and happy Monday to you. Canadian pianist and composer Tim Nast is touring the Ottawa Valley. We have details on the new album and much more after a performance. This is going to be quite delightful. The song is called The Space Between Us, right here on Daytime. But that is Tim Nast, The Space Between Us, right here on Daytime Ottawa. What a song. An original, Tim?
Absolutely.
Pretty haunting, I must say.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
What I try to do is be very emotive, and that song itself, The Space Between Us, is the whole album called Here is really just about being in the moment, just reminding ourselves that we are on this planet, really, and we're in our bodies, we're living our lives. And that song, The Space Between Us, is just that the fact that we're all alone in the sense that there is a space, no matter how close we get to our husbands and wives and partners and friends. We're in our own bodies. We're in this shell on this planet. And it's a little unsettling in that sense, and so that's where it is very sort of evocative in that sense, but just to ponder that.
You're coming back as a musician, so you toured Germany, you put out albums in your 20s, took a bit of a break, and now you're back.
Yeah. Good to be back.
Yeah.
I wasn't completely sure I'd make it back, so I ended up being a single dad. Had to step back from music when we got pregnant, and so went into the corporate world and did well. I was in sales and marketing and software and media, and had a great run. But about 3 years ago, I started to see. So my kids have grown up. They're out of university, etc. So they're adults. But now it just started to come together, where now I'm back into music and just picking up where I left off.
Well, glad you're back.
Thank you.
Tell us about the singles. So you are releasing them 1 week at a time on social media. That's unique.
Yeah, it's an opportunity. So I'm brand new, you know, in that sense. It's been a long time, so I know that I have limited awareness, which I intend to change. And but that's an opportunity to, instead of coming out with one event being an album release, I have 8 events building up to the actual release. So it's just an opportunity to expand on that, to take advantage of that.
So why the tour in the Ottawa Valley? Why are you choosing the Ottawa Valley to kick things off?
Couple reasons, actually. When I was 28, stepped back from music, I had the next thing I wanted to do was a small town tour across Canada. I was living in Toronto. Everyone was doing touring in Vancouver and Toronto, etc. So I really wanted to come back and do that small town tour, and it's just where it's slower. I'm from a small town on Vancouver Island, and they're just wonderful people, and it's an opportunity to step outside of the buzz of urban and just start there. But also it's an opportunity for me to go to a small community, a small venue where I can kind of just get used to performing again before I go back to Toronto and etc. Yeah.
Because the tour will expand in Montreal, Toronto, you're going back to Vancouver?
Yeah, so I've got 12 shows this fall, and that's all in the Ottawa Valley. They're all west of Ottawa until I've got one in Alexandria. And then next spring, I'll probably do a stop in Ottawa in the winter. I might do a 5, I have to put that together. But then in the spring, March to May, I'm in Montreal, I'm in Toronto, GTA, London, Kitchener, Oshawa, Kingston.
Good work.
As well.
30 seconds left here, Tim. And where does it kick off October 1st?
Delta. So at the Old Town Hall in Delta, that'll be a special, very special, the first performance since I was
Small,
in my 20s.
intimate venues.
Yeah. It's just an evening, intimate evening of being in the moment, and all the songs are very similar to what I played.
And you can pre-order the album, which comes out October 4th as well. Here, simple, timnast.com.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much for being here at The Space Between Us. I'm going to check that out on social media.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
There you go.
Okay.
Tim Nast kicks off his Ottawa Valley tour on October 4th. Join him. More daytime coming up on Rogers TV.